Ooh, that is looking like a Sonic texture to me. Yo guys, what's going on? Thanks for coming back to another episode of Aura Audio. And today, thanks to one of your guys' comments right there, thank you Lucas for your comment and your idea, we're going to be ROM hacking the Sega Genesis game, so Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to find those pallets because that seems to be the issue people have been struggling with. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. So if you haven't watched my previous videos, you're going to go ahead and want to download Tile Molester. That's weird program, right? Weird program name, but that's the program we're going to be using to edit the ROM. So a couple of you guys, and including myself, have had issues opening this program. Well, what we can do is, since it's a Java program, we can go ahead and go to the terminal, and then we can go ahead and, ooh, this is actually going to be hard. So I'm going to open this new terminal at folder, right? And then I'm going to change directories. So I'm going to do cd ... and then return, and bam. Now if we do ls, we can see we're in the same directory. Now how do we launch that file? Well, what we want to do is do java-jar and then the file name. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do java and then -jar, or is it the file name first? No, it's -jar, okay. And then tm.jar, right. And there we go. And I'm going to choose English, and bam, we are in business now. So let's go ahead and open up the ROM. There it is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open the ROM, and it looks like crap, right? So that is the challenge here. I'm trying to remember how to make the frame bigger. How do I do that? It has been a while since I've used Tile Molester, and I'm trying to not edit this video a bunch. I'm gonna watch one of my old videos for a second. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is make sure your codec is the right one. So for this game I'm using, and again, some of that background reading I mentioned in the beginning will help with this. I click this plus icon here just to make it full screen. Now these right here, these will help increase the width or decrease it. So I always like to, that's what I thought those do, but it wasn't doing it for me. That's weird. Ah, there we go. Okay. So I just forgot, but it's helpful to have my own videos to go back and watch because I used to know how to do this better than I did. But anyway, let's go ahead and make sure the codec is right. Yep, 4 BPP, linear reverse order. And then we also want to do, also what is the pixel size? Let's see, what did I do? I can't remember. Ooh, I think it was for the palette. We need to do format and all right, so I cannot remember if the palette is supposed to be different, but I think it was 15 that I selected, and we will find out because it will not look right otherwise. And then codec is going to be that reverse order. Great, so I figured that out now. So I'm gonna do the increase the width just to give us a little bit more viewing window here, and then also do the height a little bit. And let's go ahead and page through this and start to see what is looking like graphics for us. Or you know what? We didn't actually open the game yet. Let's do that. All right, good to know. Press any button. Cool. All right. Nice. It's the Sega logo. Ah, I love that. I wonder how fun it must have been to record that sound. Okay. So what do I want to find? Maybe I want to find this front kind of logo here, because those ones are usually pretty easy to find. Watch me say that and it will be super hard. So let's go ahead and kind of page through here, just see if something makes sense to us. Ooh, those look interesting. Okay. Almost getting somewhere. It seems like it's gonna pop out of nowhere. Oh, come on. It's gonna be around here somewhere. Ooh, these are definitely graphics right here. These are, okay. Let's go ahead and now is the step that was giving everybody trouble. How do we actually find the palettes? So what we need to do is recognize the patterns here. Just don't think about the palettes, just think about patterns. What do palettes look like? Well, to me, in my head, I have it that they look like squares that just have colored dots. See these right here, these look like these are graphics. But if we zoom in a little bit here, like right there, that to me looks exactly like a palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Looks like we're at this offset. So I'm gonna go to palette, import from this file, and size, you always click on this box. It should be highlighted now and type 9999. That will give us a lot of room to explore. And then offset. That is where we need to convert this hexadecimal number into a decimal number. So going to go to this website in order to do that. So it's 002E4D80. So 002E4D80. Right, let's convert that. So we got that. Now I'm going to copy that, and then I believe it is Control V. Oh, no, it's that. It's actually Command V for me since I'm on Mac. And also these text boxes. You're probably wondering, what the heck? Why can I not put any text inside them? Well, you can actually. You just have to pretend that you are because they're scrunched up. So just got to deal with that. But hey, look at that. That looks better. Maybe. I don't know. This could be totally messed up. But next thing I will start doing is kind of see if I can scrunch them all into kind of one layer here so we can kind of start to see everything. All right. So yeah, it looks like we're not getting any. Oh, I forgot about this. So we also need to do the tiled forward and tiled back. So that way we can line up the graphics. So, or no, that isn't the, it's actually the bit shift, I think. So BIT and then shift. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better. Did you see that? Did you see that like shift right there? So that's what you want. You don't want these kind of spaces in between. You can kind of see there's lines. It looks kind of glitchy. But then if you do 4 this way, it starts to get really nice. All right. So I'm not seeing it kind of line up here, but sometimes they don't always do that, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's reality. So let's go ahead and look for something a little bit bigger. But this to me is looking like it is the right palette because you can tell here that we have a solid kind of wild card background is what that's called. Oh yeah, check this out. So these are definitely something. Let's go ahead and do some exploring further down. Ooh, it looks like we got some numbers here, or text of some sort. But we were really looking for those larger graphics, right? So I wonder if we can find those. It's always a challenge to find what you're actually looking for. Ooh, that looks interesting. Another thing with the palettes is it helps when you get one of them, because then it kind of makes the whole file usually easier to see. Because it's really confusing just looking at nonsense. In fact, I'm going to show you how to save this palette if you wanted to save. So what you can do is you can do add to palettes, and we're going to call this makes or initial palette, whatever you want to call it. Initial palette. Okay, and now if we go to here we can see in our menu, that's the initial palette we had. So if we ever like say screw something up, like, oh wow, now we can never see like what we're doing, well, we could just go back to that initial palette. Life hack right there. Oh, so that right there looks like Sonic to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for the palette for Sonic. So what do we notice here? Well, looks like here is a lot of graphics. Maybe I should try and scrunch this up a little bit. Okay, that's not doing any favors for us. Right, so once you play around with that, you play around with these two buttons right here and kind of see where the width lines up. You'll notice that there's these kind of colored squares here, and those really stand out. Let's just check below just in case, because there might be some below that will help us as well. So these guys right here kind of look like graphics to me. Not really sure yet, but let's just go ahead. It can't hurt since we've saved it already. That right there is looking like our pattern that we expect to see for a palette. It's looking like those colored squares, just kind of not graphics, but they're just like a rectangle or a square that contains other colored squares. So again, if you watch my previous ROM hacking videos, which those will really help you get some practice here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the upper left-hand corner, because then that will tell us where the offset is. And I'm also going to, oh, it looks like this will not actually fit in the corner, so maybe that won't be a good palette for us to try. That's the other thing I forgot about this that kind of makes it difficult. Let's try, these look like palettes to me. I'm gonna give those a shot. Oh yeah, that fits really nicely. I'm also just checking down here because those might be other ones. All right, so let's copy this, 003603C0. And again, upper left-hand corner, that's gonna give you your offset. So this right here, palette, line it up, you're good to go. So let's go ahead, 003603C0. So 0036 and then 03C0. Let's give it a shot. All right, copy that, palette, import this file, and I'm just gonna delete until I hear noise. You guys probably haven't heard it because I didn't set it up, but you'll hear the kind of noise that your computer make. And then I'm gonna paste in the new number, click OK. And although this doesn't look right, it looks something closer to right. Still makes sense. The colors are just kind of, they're not obnoxious. Now that's one thing. All right. Let's give some more palettes our try. The other thing you got to do when you're doing this that I've tried is just build up your confidence. Look for more palettes, and that will kind of give you a map, a layout of the other assets in this file. Ooh, this looks like some great stuff to take a look at. So it looks like we got some kind of maybe background textures right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do the byte shift, or the bit shift. Yeah, sometimes you gotta not do it too far, otherwise you might mess it up a little bit. Just start over. I might have messed it up. Oh no, I think we're okay. All right. Oh, yeah. Also, these bit shifts do matter for the palette. That's the other thing, is that those are gonna really play into kind of what the palette looks like. Yeah, so these right here are looking solid to me once I've kind of got it lined up. Right. Yeah, I think I messed up. That's okay. It happens. Happens to the best of us. So I'm not even sure if this is... Ooh, that just lined up all of a sudden. You see that? That looks very interesting. Okay, let's look for that palette. Where could it possibly be? Okay, not there. Not there. Ooh, okay. Can we get a zoom in that? That looks like a palette to me. Let's go ahead and get that offset. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna fit perfectly. Right, so 003482E4. 0024. No, 0034. And then 82E4. Cool, let's try that out. Right, so palette, import from this file. Delete until there's nothing more. Right, paste again. Ooh, that is looking like a Sonic texture to me. Dang, that looks solid. I wonder if we could even play the game a little bit and see if we could find that. Man, that is so cool. Let's see if we can piece it together a little bit. Ooh, dang, did you see that just line up right there? Yeah, see, before when we did this, it had that little line right there. But now if we do this, bam, we're in business now. It's looking pretty solid to me. So we can tell that we have a kind of gradual shade in colors. You see how it gets darker green, and then you have the orange right here. That could be just, who knows. But then you have these kind of dark browns here that eventually go to black. And then we have the wild card background, which is always, seems to be always all the way to the left. And that's a big giveaway that you found the correct palette. Anyway, I think I will make a part 2 to this because this video is getting really long, and as you guys can probably tell, I just did this off the top of my head. No script at all, no nothing, because I really want you guys to be able to learn kind of my approach to this and just kind of see what I do behind the scenes. So I hope this helped you. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you can stay tuned for my future videos. If you have any feedback, ideas, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much. See you guys in the next one. Peace.